If you're coming to Japan for the first time and you only have 1 week and you're only in Tokyo, this is a generic Tokyo trip that basically everybody does. Let's get in there. Day 1. Shibuya, Shinjuku, Harajuku. These three are basically all in one. They're all right beside each other and you can do them all basically one day. So first one is Shibuya. So Shibuya, you can do the crossing, the World Ends With You 109, the Mega Donkey to buy all your stuff tax-free, take a picture with the dog, Hachiko. Depending on when you go, you could also go there at night. You know, drink with the boys at the Family Mart. Oh, you're actually not supposed to do that. Well, you can go out for bars or something like that. Very fun party city. The next spot would be Harajuku. Horrible. Everyone wants to go here for some reason, and that is evident because if you look at Takeshita Street, it's full of people, a lot of people, and it's just not a fun time. Like I would honestly, guys, like you can skip that shit. Like you don't need to go to that. You can go there just to see it and say that you went to Harajuku. There's cool fashion there, but honestly, you can like find that fashion like basically anywhere. They got like candy apples and they got crepes, I guess. So the crepes are pretty good, but it's not like, oh my god, I gotta try the Harajuku crepe. Like it's good if you like crepes, but I guess if you're French, it doesn't really matter because you know you guys got that. It depends. I mean, if you're into that, you're into that. But I would be like, spend like 10 minutes there, man. You could also go to Shinjuku. So Shinjuku, you know, it's a place with all the lights, with the Kabukicho, the Godzilla head, Omoide Yokocho, which is just like a little alleyway of tourist trap. But I guess, yeah, if you're a tourist, man, you got that money, so you can go in there. It's a little expensive. There's a lot of English support. You can't film there or anything like that. And those kind of local bars with like 2 or 4 people in them, I like to call those kind of local locked. If you're gonna go to like somewhere else that's not there, either they don't support English or sometimes they don't let foreigners in there for some reason. They have their reasons, but Omoide Yokocho will let you in for the most part. Just make sure you bring cash. I think it's a lot of that is cash. Just be careful at night because there's a lot of scams. So day 2, this is a fun one. I actually like this, and it's called Hakone. So Hakone is actually like a 2-hour train ride to Kanagawa. So it's the neighboring state prefecture because you want to get that traditional Japan, and you want to go to a ryokan, which is a traditional Japanese hotel with tatami mats, the futons, the breakfast, the natural hot spring. That's like quintessential Japan. Like you had that one friend named Jeff. It's like, oh, I want to like sit in the yukatan, pour the tea, and like be like a G, like a shogun or something. Hakone, 100%. And Hakone has beautiful, beautiful sceneries. There's nature spa. You could also take theropeway and then go and see Mount Fuji. I recommend going in the winter for that so you can actually see it. And yeah, it's a fun experience. And you go down the ropeway and you go to the Ashi Lake. So yeah, 100% recommend Hakone on one of these days. Day 3, Akihabara and Ueno. God. So Akihabara is the anime town. It's the one you've seen in the Steins Gate anime. It's the one you see in Love Live. It's the anime town, you know. They got arcades, they got anime stuff, manga goods, computer parts, all the stuff for the nerds. You gotta go here once. Like if you like anime at all, like why are you not going here? But nearby it is Ueno. So Ueno is very nice too. So this is also another like traditional kind of area. They got a few temples there. They got a shrine. They got Ueno Park. Sometimes they'll have festivals there. You know, they have the summer festival there. I think I have footage of that somewhere here. And my favorite part about Ueno actually is that unlike places like Shibuya and Shinjuku and Harajuku where it's like super tourist trap cheese, like Ueno is like, it's like the tourist trap of not tourist traps. The nightlife there is very different. It's not westernized. It's very like everyone's eating outside. It's like yakitori and which is like skewers. You got hoppy. It's different vibes. It's very Asian vibes. And you feel like you're in the real, kind of like the real Japanese nightlife. Obviously, it's a little bit they really in Japanese just say giri giri because it's like you know, it's not the true Japanese neighborhood, but it's a good introduction to that life where they'll accept you with English support and stuff like that. But the only problem with Ueno is that like most of the shops have cover charges, so you'll pay like 1,000 yen just to get in. So that's the only thing I would say about Ueno. They also have a zoo there, Ueno Zoo. Yeah, it's actually like really sad, but if you don't care about that and you just want to see some animals and like pandas, then yeah, Ueno Zoo's there. It's really cheap to get in. They also have a National Museum of History, which is really cool. Day 4. So back to tradition with Asakusa. Asakusa is basically the oldest temple in Japan. You can do all the traditional things, see the big lightning gates, Kaminari gates, and yeah, it's kind of like that little traditional part of Japan. If you're coming during New Year's, that's like where the big New Year's festival happens, so you can go there. And then at nighttime, you could either stay in Asakusa, something called Hoppy Street, and they have a lot of kind of the similar vibes to Ueno again, where it's like this, everybody's drinking outside, it's very cheap, blah, blah, blah. Or you can go to Tokyo Skytree, which is like kind of like right down the street. Not really, but it's right down the street. And it's the tallest tower in the world. I know everyone's going to say, oh, Burj Khalifa. I'm like, it's the tallest freestanding radio tower in the world. 634 meters. It's a tower. I'll tell you, like, it's really nice. You go up to the top. Sometimes they'll have like a festival thing like Jujutsu Kaisen or like Pokemon or Disney, something going on up there. You can see it very nice. You can see the whole city. It's like 2,000 yen. You go see the whole entire city. Like, you can literally see the whole city from there. During the day, it's kind of like, the glass is kind of like coated, so it's kind of gray-ish. Meh, whatever. And you'll kind of notice that Tokyo is very, very gray. But I'd recommend going at night. It's a lot better. I've never gone at night, but I've seen pictures. Okay, day 5 is Ikebukuro. This is a really good spot because it's underrated and there's not a lot of tourists here. My sister loves this place because it's very wide. There's a lot of shops and there's a big mall called Sunshine City. And it's the best place for shopping. Yes, they have a Uniqlo. So if you want to get all your shopping and all your souvenirs done, Ikebukuro is a great place. It has a lot of shops like Day6, Yokohama, and Kamakura. They kind of go hand in hand. Again, it's in the other prefecture, Kanagawa. So Kamakura is like one of the oldest places in Japan. It's where the samurai actually came from. So I'd recommend going there in the morning because you'll notice a pattern with these traditional places is that they actually close like really early, like at 4 or 5. So you want to go there and take advantage of the daylight hours. They have the big Buddha. They got the Komachi Dori with all the nice traditional shops. It's kind of similar to Asakusa. Very nice scenic areas. Yeah, I got a lot of good food. Like I got a lot of like nice cute food. And then on your way back, you'll head over to Yokohama. And when I say Yokohama, I'm talking about Minato Mirai because Yokohama is actually very huge. The only interesting place in Yokohama is either Yokohama Station or Minato Mirai. Minato Mirai is really cool. It's nice and scenic. It kind of looks like Seattle. They got the Akarenga, which is like the big red bricks, and they usually have like a festival there. They have like Oktoberfest sometime, Christmas markets. Yokohama is basically like Japanese people really want that Western taste, then they go to Yokohama. It's kind of like them going to New York or something like that. It's kind of that vibe. So if you're looking for like super Japan, then like maybe not here. But if you're like, yo, I just want like a pizza, Yokohama is the place. Minato Mirai. There are 2 things that are cool in Yokohama. They have the Cup Ramen Museum, which if you like cup ramen, you can like see the whole history and actually make your own cup ramen. EAK ramen comes from Yokohama. So when you're getting ramen, remember the word EAK. So the last place I would say, if you are down, would be to go to Tokyo, Disneyland, or Disney Sea because they're in Tokyo and they're pretty cool. They're a lot cheaper than going to Disney in the States. Yeah, dude, I think a ticket for you guys right now, because the yen sucks, is like $50, bro. Tokyo Disneyland, it's copy pasta of Tokyo Disney World and Disneyland, California. They have a few exclusive rides, like a Baymax ride. Space Mountain's kind of crunch now, but they're turning it to the Shanghai one in 2027. The Beauty and the Beast World, which is really cool. And then you have Tokyo Disney Sea, which is like its own thing. And it has like a volcano, different aesthetic, different everything. And it's just a complete unique experience. And if you have to just experience one of these, I would say go to Tokyo Disney Sea because Sea is unique. It's the only one in the world. And if you've been to Disney before and you're going to Disneyland, it's just going to be the same experience except in a language you probably can't understand. So for the last day, if you don't want to go to Disney, I'd honestly just recommend, dude, like just do nothing for one day. Having a day off to just kind of take it slow for one of these days because traveling to Tokyo in a week is very, very, very tough. Yeah, you got to just take your time with this and pace it out. Feel free to like take some things out of this itinerary. If you just don't know where to start, this is where you can start and then start building your own itinerary if you want. If you want to know the generic trip, if you're going all over Japan in a week, click this video right here.